Hey y'all, hey, it is T. I know I have been MIA. I have been trying to finish up the end of half closeout for my 9 to 5 job, and that has been very time consuming for me. So I haven't had a chance to be up here to get into everybody's content and just do my thing up here. I will be back. I will be back so soon. I need to finish this month and I'll get right back to business. So just bear with me. Today, I am going to go over my September budget closeout. And before I get into it, I'm already going to tell you I am over budget. I know I'm over budget. I actually knew I was going over budget as I was going over budget. It's so funny because I think I said to Tara, oh, Tara's channel is Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. I said to her, I said, I'm over budget. I think I'm going over this month. I said, because I'm just spending away. I was like, and I don't think I care. And at that moment, I didn't. Then the reality started to sink in. Once I was getting close to the end of the budget, I was like, uh-oh, what kind of damage did I do? So let's find out what kind of damage I did. Hopefully it's not too much. I think I was conscious enough to not go too far, but we shall see. So let's get into the budget. So I decided to do this on a spreadsheet this time because it's just easier to view everything side by side. You can see I have plenty of these pink areas here, which means I have exceeded budget in all these categories. Health insurance was good to go, stayed the same, but my car insurance did go up because it was the new coverage year and it went up slightly. I don't know if that was just because insurance went up or it may have had to do with the fact that my husband hit that deer last year. No clue. Cell phones stayed the same. Cable, internet, landline went up slightly. I know that is a large amount, but I don't worry about that part too much because my job reimburses me for some of this. So it's not somewhere where I'm concerned right now. Water actually went down. Thank goodness something went down. um, Gym stayed the same. Utility stayed the same, which I knew that was going to be the same because I get the bill before my budget starts, before I make my budget. Subscriptions stay the same. Nothing in my subscriptions has gone up yet. Now, if it does, then I may reevaluate some subscriptions, but we have a lot of those because my husband likes every kind of streaming service possible because they can actually look at those in some of the stations when he works. He's a nuclear security officer, so they're actually allowed to watch videos sometimes during some of their post points. So anyway, that's TMI. Pet care and food litter stay the same. And in that category, if I do not spend that money, I put it in savings because that will go toward my cat's care if I have to take the cat to the vet or something like that. Okay, gas went up, and I should have known this was going to be higher because my husband runs a 50-mile relay at Pilot Mountain. If you haven't seen my Pilot Mountain video where we kind of trek along there, we did 11.5 miles or something like that at Pilot Mountain. Please view that video. But it's one of our favorite places, and he does a 50-mile relay there with some team members from work, and one of his cousins from Pennsylvania comes down to run that with them. So they do that every year in September, and I had completely forgot that that trip would be included, which means that he would have more gas going to and from. Then also it was his birthday, so we went out for that. So I of course didn't forget his birthday, but I forgot to include bumping up some expenses so that we could, eat out and do some things. Groceries went up because we did go out. We had a blast and had dinner and drinks and all that good stuff. Um, and then personal care was slightly higher. I want to say I got some kind of different wipes or something that I generally wouldn't have gotten. And that's why that is slightly higher, not by very much, only $4.29. Home needs went up because these are the two categories. Home needs and miscellaneous is where I just started spending, because I got a juicer. I got a new steamer because I replaced my old one. It was kind of broken and it wasn't functioning very good anymore. I've had it for quite a while. And I use a steamer for windows or crevices, like when you're doing the, um, oh God, what do you call them? What do you call them? The molding, to just get that dirt out of the little creases and crevices. So I got a new steamer. I got one of those electric scrubbers for the bathroom, which has been a lifesaver. I don't know why I didn't get one earlier, because that thing is a lifesaver for me as a shorty, trying to reach up and around and having to get inside of there and do all that. It's much better this way. So I got one of those. And then miscellaneous, I already had the car repair in there, but I also added, I got some paint because I had some little touch up things I needed to do, cleaning supplies. It was just all sorts of things. I got a rug. So I was just doing the thing. So that is where all of those expenses are over. And you can see I had budgeted for the credit card to be $3,525.89, but it ended up being $4,050.26. The mortgage was the same, so that was on point. And yeah, so I was over. How much I was over is not so bad, because it's not as bad as I thought. I budgeted $3,425.89 for the credit card, and I spent $4,050.26. The mortgage stayed the same. Last month, I had $84.29 of rollover. So my total available amount budgeted was $5,315.56. I spent $5,855.64, which means I was $540.08 over. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's not bad, and I don't regret anything that I did. So I guess that means something. So um, I should have budgeted in extra for the Pilot Mountain trip, my husband's birthday, and I don't think I could have predicted the home needs and miscellaneous categories, because I was just getting whatever I felt like I wanted and needed to get. So I probably could have brought it down a little bit, but I'm okay with where it is. I'm okay with what it is. Sometimes you're on point, sometimes you come in under budget, and sometimes you just don't. And I'm all about showing when you just don't too. So, oh well, it is what it is. Well, folks, there you have it. It is what it is, and it's not what it's not, which is under budget. So it is over budget, and it is something that, am I going to beat myself up for? No, because like I said, I saw myself going over budget as I was going over budget. I wasn't quite sure the amount, but I knew when it was time to rein it back in. Like, yeah, I don't want to go that far over budget. But that is the great thing about budgeting, is it gives you foresight. Like, you can actually see when you can rein it back in, or whether or not you need to. And in this instance, I wasn't reining it in. I didn't feel the need to. There were things that I just felt would make things easier in my life. And so I wanted them, and I got them. So that is what happens. You will not be 100% every time. Now, is this something, like I said, that I would make a habit of? No, I don't want to make a habit of consistently going over budget, especially hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But, it's something that I am prepared for when it has to happen, or needs to happen, or I see fit for it to happen. So keep that in mind. Budgeting has multi purposes in your life. It's not just about allocating your money. Well, it is about allocating your money, but it's not just about that. It's about controlling it, you telling it what to do. And that is a great feeling. It's a great feeling where you feel like the money isn't controlling you. I hope that makes sense to someone. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a great weekend. Peace.